Hello and welcome back to SciTech. In this video, I'm going to show you how to refill a solder dispenser in the most simplest way. I have right here some solder, and I'm going to go and place that inside of the solder dispenser. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to use a simple screwdriver. All I need to do is just take the solder, place my thumb right here, hold it down, and then I'm going to go and wind the solder around the screwdriver, just like this. Press it down tightly so that way it's all coiled in a very tight form. Cut off the excess. And there you have it, you have your solder. Now just simply twist it to loosen it slightly. Just twist it slightly to make it loose, and then it should just slide right off, just like this. There you go, just loosen it some more. And there, now it should just slide right off. And there you have it. You have your solder slid right off from your screwdriver, and now it's ready to be put into your dispenser. Place it inside just like this. There you go, you place it in just like that. And it's just the right length too, which is good. Now you put the lid with the hole on top. Slip in the solder through the hole. And there you have it. Your solder dispenser is ready. And you just simply pull it out just like that. And now you can just use it like how you used it before you ran out. Just like that. And there you have it. A simple, easy way to refill your solder dispenser. Hello and welcome back to SciTech. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix a broken hard drive by simply replacing the hard drive, allowing you to still use the portable properties. Let's get started. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and try to locate where there's some screws. Usually screws are hidden underneath these sticky tabs, but in this case not. I'll pry it open. Just 1 minute, I'll get a tool for that. Okay, so all you have to do is just pry it open for this particular model. Okay, so now I got the top open, and there we go. We have the hard drive that's inside. So what I need to do is take a look, and nope, it doesn't pop out that easy. And it's likely that this will pop out. There we go, just like that. Pops out, just like that. And here's a little protective shell. Okay, so I should be able to remove these screws that are on the side. Arranging the PCB. And there. The broken hard drive is now free. Now you can go ahead and take it apart and do all kinds of cool stuff with it. Broken hard drives like these can be useful for a lot of interesting things. The motor, the disk platter, the neodymium magnets, all kinds of interesting things you can do with this. Here's my second hard drive. This one works. Make sure it's a laptop size hard drive, and just take it and slip it in. Just like that. Perfect. And then everything that you did to open it, same thing, but backwards. So just simply take this, close this back in, and there you have it. Now you know how to repair a portable hard drive by replacing the old hard drive with a new hard drive and be able to use its portable functions. Hello, and welcome back to SciTech. I have right here a car phone charger, which is basically a simple buck converter that is already preset with an input voltage of 12 volts and an output voltage of 5 volts, and I'm going to show you to use this device as an emergency device with using this 9-volt battery and this 9-volt battery clip. Let's get started. First, what I'm going to do is open it up and remove the housing. Cut off the top piece, and then separate the housing. This is a very interesting circuit. A simple test to make sure this device works off of 9 volts. Connect the spring over to the positive of the battery and the negative of the battery to these little side clips. And there, the LED turns on. Next, what I'm going to do is take the 9-volt battery clip, connect the positive over where the spring is, solder it into place, and now take the negative and solder it to the negative terminal. And there, the circuit is now complete. Let's go test it out. And there, as you can see, it works. And now you can plug it into any USB device. Let's try it with this Arduino Nano. And there we go. Plug in the USB. And there, the Arduino Nano works. If you're curious to see how I made the device for this Arduino Nano, click on the annotation card above. And now plug it into the phone. And as you can see, the phone is now charging. It works. And there you have it. Now you know to make your very own improvised buck converter with an input voltage between 5 volts to 12 volts and an output voltage of 5 volts. Which this device is very useful to power any kind of device that requires 5 volts. Thank you for watching SciTech. I hope you learned something new, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course click on the bell icon to be notified for future SciTech videos. Till the next tech, goodbye.